everything going on in the world, you might be wondering whether or not now is a good time to buy a home. The short answer, according to this week's Reliabank Business Beat guest, is yes. Mortgage banker Shannon Gulbranson with Reliabank Mortgage says that even though the COVID-19 situation continues to have a huge impact on society, there are still many great real estate investments to be found. And the right mortgage broker can help make sure you're making the right decision for you. Shannon, thanks for sitting down with me. We're talking about something that a lot of people are dealing with right now, and that's mortgages. With so many mortgage lenders out there, though, why come to Reliabank?
Well, to your point, there are a lot of different mortgage lenders, and we're positioned in a way to offer the most comprehensive lending solutions out there because we offer the best of all worlds. Number one, we can lend in every state in the country. Because of the way we're licensed, we can. The other one is the fact that we don't have any of the credit overlays that a lot of the bigger lenders have. Translation, it means that we're able to approve more buyers. So we don't have the credit overlays, which is big. And the third reason is that we are a mortgage bank. We're not a broker. But we offer multiple solutions, which are, for example, home equity lines of credit. We offer commercial real estate loans. We also offer residential building loans or construction loans. And in addition to all of the other bank products that you would traditionally have as well. So we're really not focused on just the transaction, we're focused on more of the long-term relationship with all of the other services that we provide. Fourth reason is going to be the fact that we can service our customers the way they want to be serviced. We tend to think of our busy lives and everything is done electronically. We have all the capability to do the digital loan process, the e-signatures, text, phone calls, but if a person needs for us to hold their hand a little bit through the transaction, they can come in and see us. And honestly, as a loan officer, that is a little bit of a lost art. I would love to see more of that, to build that relationship a little bit deeper. And the fifth and final reason is the fact that we are able to participate in special local loan programs that not all lenders participate with. And that offers a very competitive advantage for us in the marketplace here at Reliabank.
It sounds like you have all the great things that come with larger banks, but then you have this community banking experience that just brings everything all together, the best of both worlds. That's
Yes.
really what you're saying.
I like to think so. Yeah.
And you're mentioning some other special programs that you have access to, so can you explain some of those too?
Exactly. So the special programs are really important in the way we do our business, and two of them that come to mind would be the South Dakota Housing Development Authority offers the first-time homebuyer program, and then here at Reliabank we also participate in the Homes for Heroes program as well. So to start off with the South Dakota Housing First-Time Homebuyer Program, it was formulated by the state legislature in 1973. Their whole mission is to offer affordable, safe home ownership in the state of South Dakota. And they do that primarily through the use of down payment assistance programs. That breaks down the barrier of home ownership for many young home buyers who haven't had the time or the income levels yet to really save a lot of money for down payment and closing costs. In addition to that, the Homes for Heroes program is a great program, and this was back in 2009, shortly after 9/11, and it is the largest nationwide network of business affiliates that help heroes in our society buy real estate. They're a nonprofit agency, and since its inception, they have served over 55,000 heroes in our community with over $100 million of savings in real estate transactions for them. But it allows any lender to participate with them. And so we've chosen to recognize heroes in our community, which are defined as first responders, EMTs, teachers, police officers, medical professionals, as well as veterans. So that is who qualifies as a hero for that program.
There's a lot going on right now, though, and there's been a lot of talk about this housing bubble. Is it a risk to jump into a house right now with maybe higher prices than you might expect to be able to maintain?
Well, that's another great question, because you do hear of that a lot. And I think in order to answer that question, it's a good thing to look at the last housing bubble. And so that was back in 2008. We saw an incredible collapse in our financial industry, and the government stepped in and formulated a new government agency called the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the CFPB. And this agency was designed to help put in guardrails that forced mortgage lenders to lend responsibly. There was something called a qualified mortgage within that forced the lenders to prove the ability to repay the loan. Now that might sound simple as maybe a no duh, but that wasn't happening before. And because of those things, I think it's far, far less likely to see a bubble happen, although nobody can guarantee that. But we do now have the guardrails in place, and we do live in a great place right now with a booming economy for our state.
I would also imagine that that's a strength in being at Reliabank, because you do look back at that time too, in the last kind of crash and the big bubble, and we're talking a lot about the too big to fail, the big banks that have a lot of national presence, right? And you might not know your borrower as well when you're doing that.
That is exactly the case. Yep. And unfortunately, it's not fun to talk about, but there was a lot of fraud that was going on.
Right.
And it was because people didn't know each other, and these reforms have really put it in a place to where now, we're at least checking things and we're at least validating everything.
While we're talking about all the advantages that we have in going into Reliabank, what else makes Reliabank unique in home lending?
Well, I've only worked for 2 lenders in my life, and I'm glad that I'm working now for Reliabank because I can speak to what it's like on the other side. So, prime example is taking the team approach to lending. I have great relationships with my loan partners, with loan processors that work on my team, with our underwriters, with our closers. All of us have a common goal to make sure we see it to the finish line and the customer has a satisfying experience. We are uniquely South Dakota. We here at Reliabank have been in business for over 100 years in this state, and we're family owned. We take a very common sense approach. If it makes sense, we're going to do it, and this is why I think we're in a really unique position to service our area better than anyone, in my opinion. You know
the area, and you're in so many communities too, and that is a huge advantage. You make it sound like so fun and easy. I kind of want to get another house. I mean, it's just it's not as stressful as it normally seems and intimidating. So thank you for sitting down and taking the time to explain it to me too.
Yeah, you bet. That's my pleasure. Thanks.
Now is the perfect time to start your dream home process. Reliabank Mortgage offers free consultations to help make your home purchase offer shine above the rest. The award-winning loan officers at Reliabank Mortgage are waiting to help you. You can begin the fast, easy, and secure online application online at smarthomelender.com. This business beat is brought to you by Reliabank. With 10 locations across South Dakota, Reliabank prides itself on being a partner in every community they serve. In Sioux Falls, you'll find them at 608 West 86th Street. Want to know more about banking with Reliabank? Give them a call in Sioux Falls at 605-306-2000. You can also find the Reliabank nearest you by checking out their website at reliabank.com.